Giovanni. I'm the host of the Innovator Series, brought to you by Technology for Obama. I'm here with Stacey Lawson, who is the co-founder of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Technology at the University of California, Berkeley School of Engineering, and has also been a seasoned entrepreneur and executive herself. So it's such a pleasure to be with you, Stacey.
Thanks, Shelby. Good to be here.
So I thought it might be interesting to talk about innovation. And as the name would imply, the Innovator Series, we're talking about innovation. You've taught it. So I'm curious, kind of in the process of when you look at models of innovation, are there particular models that you think work better in terms of making either organizations or company more innovative?
Well, the method that we teach at UC Berkeley is the case method. So we actually have students grapple with real life scenarios at different points in a new venture's upbringing, whether that be around management issues or around customer needs or around mapping needs to the marketplace. So they get kind of a hands-on opportunity to grapple with the questions that any young entrepreneur or executive would face. And the biggest, or one of the sort of key questions that we look at is, how do we identify opportunity? What is the compelling need? Who are the players in the market? What does the landscape look like? What is the customer sort of mentality and buying process, and how does that map into things so that they can identify those opportunities that have the best potential for success in a burgeoning market or in a new marketplace.
And do you think, as you look at kind of your students, do you say, well, some portion of those will be innovators and some will not, or do you think everyone has the capacity to be an innovator?
I personally think that everyone has the capacity, and we teach both entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship. So it's not that every student is going to go out and start a company day one. They may go into a larger organization, but they can be entrepreneurs within that environment as well. So the notion of being able to view market dynamics with a holistic frame, to be able to understand customer needs and what will be the buying motivations and patterns of those customers, and then map their innovative ideas into products that really fit the marketplace. It's not just make it and they will come. Right. It's actually a broader view of how markets will develop, where you are on the adoption curve, and how your technology can unseat other rivals. So in my perspective, with the right kind of training, a little bit of confidence, and the intention to sort of take the long view, that folks can be entrepreneurs in large and small companies.
And do you view entrepreneurship, because I think quite often there's this kind of mythology of the founder CEO, sits in a room, comes up with ideas themselves. Do you view it as a collaborative process, or do you need a really dominant visionary to make innovation happen?
Well, I think a little of both help. A dominant visionary isn't necessarily one who's the outgoing, some of the models that we know, like the Steve Jobs type. I think you can be quiet and reserved, but be in collaboration with your customers. So when I started my first venture right out of business school, I actually called up John Deere and Cummins and Boeing and Caterpillar, those customers that were my target, and said, would you be interested in a product like this? Will you actually be part of a process by which we collect your needs and evaluate what opportunities there are to serve you? And so what we teach at UC Berkeley is not just how to write a business plan, but also how to go out and do validation, how to do market research, how to engage with customers, what kind of questions to ask, how to get from them the latent needs that may not be obvious, that are the game changers that'll actually allow you to develop a product that can really make a difference.
Yeah, well, sounds incredibly exciting. Well, such a noble effort. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And we're going to talk in a second more on some of the lessons you've learned through your career. So thank you.